good morning. It is mid-morning, 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. I have a lot going on, I guess you could say, and I don't feel like doing anything. I don't have anything prepared, so I figure I would just do a general reading here. And I don't know what it's about, but let's do, So the first thing that's coming out is 8 of Pentacles. So this has something to do with work. Somebody's putting a lot of work in. What is the work about? Okay, so somebody's putting a lot of work into starting something new. So I think the kind of work that would be involved in this stage of a project would just be a lot of planning. So somebody's putting a lot of planning, and not just planning. I think it's planning plus like getting their mindset right. It's not just like logistical planning. It's like preparing, like, you know, doing whatever they need to do for their mental health, for their mindset, to be ready to embark on this new journey. Yeah, so, you know, they really are moving on from something. This person, whether it's you or somebody else, they are getting ready to move on from something. What are they? And they're working really hard at that. And they've been waiting for this for a long time. Okay. So let's get some more information. Is this love or is this career? Those are sort of like the main areas. Like love or money. Okay, so again, love. Okay, this is like passionate, romantic love is about. Okay, so, all right, so somebody is starting something new in love. Okay, so, is this a situation? Okay. So somebody is moving away from, what are they moving away from? Yeah, okay, so this person is moving away from, okay, great. This person, we have the Moon, 7 of Cups, and the Hangman. So this person is moving away from being like confused, like very confused, maybe a little bit delusional, and like waiting and waiting around. All right, so is this person moving on from, like, are they the one who's waiting for the other person, or are they the person that is being waited on? All right, so who are we talking about here? Are we talking about the slowpoke, or are we talking about the person who's waiting? All right, who are we talking about? Yeah, okay, so this is the person who's waiting. So the person who was waiting and was like maybe a little bit delusional, thinking that something was going to happen for them, is now moving on, and they're getting ready to, and they have to put a lot of work into it. All right, what else do we want to know about this? Okay, yeah, so this person is really stepping into their high priestess energy. They're really learning how to, what would we say? What would we call that? This person is really learning how to trust their intuition and not be, I guess, bamboozled by whoever it was they were waiting for. Okay, so what is this new journey that this person is embarking on? So they're moving away. This person was waiting on love. Like, so this person was in love with somebody, and they were waiting, and they were waiting, and they were waiting, and they started to feel delusional, and now they're just like, hey, look, I've got to see this accurately, and I got to move on. Yeah, so I mean, you know, it's scary. It's scary to have to do that. Why don't I have the count? Oh, I see. It's scary to have to move on, and it's not always clear when it's gonna work, you know? Like, you could mentally prepare yourself to move away from something that you really wanted, and it's scary to think, oh, I might not be able to move on. It's scary, right? Okay, so what's the final outcome for this person? Final outcome for this person who was waiting around for, I don't know, Prince or Princess Charming to come sweep them off their feet, and who's now given up and is sort of starting, you know, moving on. What's the final outcome for this person? Oh my goodness, the Sun, the best card in the deck. So yeah, if you're waiting around for someone to make their move, and you're starting to feel stupid, you know, you're not stupid. It's, you know, it happens, you know, but you're not stupid, but you're definitely right that it's time to move on. And that's all right. Your heart was broken. You had to stand up for yourself. And things maybe collapsed around you. Like, that may have been devastating. This realization that you have to move on may have been devastating. But you know what? You stood up for yourself. It may have broken your heart, but that thing is done, and done. And this is where you're headed, so all good. Alright. I made it to, 7 minutes? Oh, bottom of the deck is 4 of Wands. So, you know, you had to walk away from this, but, you know, after you get your Sun energy, I think you're going to get even your 4 of Wands. What's 4 of Wands? It's your happily ever after. It's possible. That's what the cards say. I have 3 more minutes. I don't know if I can fill 3 minutes, but let's try. Okay. So today is a 7-day. So the questions for a 7-day are, apropos, who do I love in my life? Who loves me? What about that makes me feel loved or loving? How does that make me feel? I'm not answering that. I can't answer it. Sorry. So 2 more minutes. What else can we talk about? I guess I'm gonna have to do like another little reading. I don't know, like a little bonus reading. So I just did a reading for somebody who was moving on for somebody who they were waiting for, and they're not waiting anymore. Let's do a reading for the person that that was too slow. Okay, so you've outgrown this situation. All right. So is it you, the person that was waiting, that the person that was taking too long, or is it the other person? Who's outgrown the situation? Who's outgrown the situation? So I have strategize. Takes a thief to catch a thief. Yeah, so the other person has outgrown the situation. The other person is kind of seeing, the person who's moving on is seeing this other person as kind of like shady and untrustworthy and confusing and a thief. To be a thief, you have to catch a thief. These are the ones I made myself. All right, so what else do you need to know, you person who maybe waited too long? Okay, yeah, so you need to work on yourself, and you need to figure out who you really are. You need to go inside. You need to introspect. And really get in touch with your feelings, because I don't think that you love or understand yourself. And yeah, I think, you need to move on from this situation too, and accept that this other person is moving on. What lessons did you learn from this? What lessons did you learn from this? Okay, so I think you are moving on from this person or this situation, or maybe even just this behavior, because it looks like you know that you're ready for for something better, for something like for commitment and yeah, you really are ready for a commitment, family, legacy. All right. Okay. So, is it really over with this person who's moving on from you? Is it really over, or is it just a break? Is it really over, or is it just a break? Is it really over, or is it just a break? Okay. So, we got tradition, an unbreakable bond, and new opportunities are coming. Okay, so I think you might have a new opportunity with this person at some point, because it looks like you have an unbreakable bond. Okay, so then I think that your crossroads is between tradition and like a new way of doing things, and that's what you need to go inward and think about. Think about whether you want to, whether you're more of a traditional person or you're more of a non-traditional person, and that's what you need to figure out. Yeah, so what's the final? So the final outcome for this person is the Sun and the Four of Wands. So if this really is just a break, then your final outcome should be pretty good too. But let's see. Clarity. Your final outcome is clarity. And it's going to take true courage for you to come to this clarity, figure out if you are a traditional person or you are a, unconventional person.